Welcome. Today I have a First Line Friday for you. So with the First Line Friday, what we're trying to do is to address the problem that all writers face, which is the problem of the blank page. Nothing is more challenging for a writer than to address that blank page of where you open up your notepad or your computer and you look and there are no words on that page, nothing to get you started. So for many writers, this can be a daunting situation. And to make it easier, one of the things that we can do is to have a first line for a story written down and ready to get the rest of that story started. So what you can do with these first lines, I have two to share with you today. What you can do with these first lines is that you can include them as the first line of your story and just keep going with it. And then later on, if you decide that the first line is no longer fitting, maybe your story went in another direction, so you don't want to use it, it's fine to take it out later on. I have two different first lines for you today. These are very different from each other, and hopefully they give you a little burst of creativity and help you get started on your next story. So here's the first one. I turned the corner in a rush and looked up to see the clearly defined shape poking out of the evergreen shrubs. A hand. So I'll give you that again. I turned the corner in a rush and looked up to see the clearly defined shape poking out of the evergreen shrubs. A hand. So when I thought of this line, I was really thinking in terms of murder mystery. I've been reading a lot of murder mysteries lately, and so that kind of surprise sentence has been on my mind and something that I've really enjoyed about murder mysteries. Because that is one of the techniques that writers use, is to have that sentence where kind of going along with one idea in the sentence and then there's some sort of a turn that happens. That can be a surprising image, that can be a change to the characters or a shift in tone or something to that effect. You can, of course, change this around as you need it to be. Instead of being first person, you can change it to third person and have it Janet turns the corner in a rush and so forth. And of course, you can change the hand to something else. And this doesn't have to be a murder mystery. If you want to change this in a direction so that it turns into a contemporary fiction story, or even a memoir, this is something that could work in a variety of different directions. You're welcome to do that. So that's the first line. Here's the second one that I have for you today. This one is shorter. In America, our names are new, unique, invented, but not my name. So I'll give that to you again. In America, our names are new, unique, invented, but not my name. So the reason that I wanted to focus here on names is that I have a class that I teach on memoir work, and the very first prompt is on your name. How did you get your name? What is the meaning behind your name? What is the purpose behind your name, and so forth? Because names can be incredibly important. This is both true for memoir work and also for fiction work, right? So the reasons that we choose a name, if that's the names that we're choosing for others, if those are characters, or those are for our children, or if they're names that we choose for ourselves, those can have very deep meaning behind them. And there's one idea in American society in that our names are sometimes new, they're unique, they're invented, right? Sometimes when immigrants come to the United States at various points, they would change their names. I think in my family, I have some ancestors who changed their names, and I know that I've talked to other people whose ancestors changed their names either when they arrived or after they arrived, maybe changing a complicated name to one that was easier to pronounce or easier to spell, change the spelling on names and things like that. Or over time, may have changed their names to so that people fit in, or the opposite, change their names to be more unique, to be different, to have a unique spelling and so forth. So there can be a lot of value and meaning and interpretation behind that. With this prompt here, you're certainly welcome to use that for a memoir type piece, but if you want to use this in terms of character development and discussing the ideas and meaning behind a character, certainly that could work with a fiction piece as well. So I hope that these two first lines here give you a little burst of creativity and help get you started with your next story. And I hope that's helpful for you. Good luck with your writing.